Hi guys, I'm back with my 5-week post-op video. So let me give you the numbers. I had my vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery on January 4th, 2017 with Dr. Albert Chin at Banner Gateway Medical Center. When I started my 6-month supervised weight loss program, I weighed 286.8 pounds, and that was in May of 2016. Then on the day of surgery, I was 251.8 pounds. And today, I am 235 pounds. So that means that in 5 weeks, I have lost 16.8 pounds. And I have lost a total of 51.8 pounds since I started this whole process in May. And from last week, I've actually lost 3.2 pounds. So I am very, very happy with the numbers. My weight loss is starting to speed up a little bit now that I have more calories in, and so I'm very happy about that. One thing that I keep forgetting to mention in my videos, another thing that I have been doing that I think is helping a lot with my constipation is that I have been adding in olive oil. So I'm trying to get up to at least 1 tablespoon of olive oil a day, but I was kind of a little squeamish about adding it to food, so I've only been adding 1 teaspoon at a time, and there are 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon. So most days I am only getting 1 or 2 in there. Like only one day have I gotten 3 teaspoons of olive oil in my food, but my new thing this week is to focus on getting that 1 tablespoon of olive oil into my food. So there are several reasons why I'm doing that. One reason is, in the past, I've done many low-carb diets. And the one thing that your body really needs when you're on a low-carb diet, I think, is some fat. It needs something to burn. And right now, on such limited food choices and quantities, I'm like barely getting any fat at all. And so number one, I think that my body needs some healthy fat, and so that's going to help speed up my weight loss, I think. Number two, I'm trying to increase my calories. So that 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 140 calories in it. So that's quite a lot. Number three, it helps with constipation. Olive oil is a good lubricant. It helps. And number 5, or is that number 4? Whatever. Dry skin. It also helps with dry skin. So even though, I'm only trying to get up to 1 tablespoon right now, I might eventually get it up to 2 tablespoons. I've been researching, the Mediterranean diet. Not that I'm going to go on the Mediterranean diet or anything like that, but I wanted to see how much olive oil a day these people are eating, and it's substantial, even much more than 2 tablespoons a day of olive oil. So I definitely, I'm working on increasing olive oil and see how well that's helping things. I mean, already I still think, everything I'm doing, the water, the fiber, the stool softener, and this olive oil is really helping with constipation. I have been having a bowel movement pretty much every day for the past 5 days, I think, every single day. So I'm going to really try to keep this stuff up. The other thing that I want to talk about is dry skin that I mentioned. My skin has always been very dry, and so now after surgery, it is terrible. So I wanted to show you a couple of products that I've been using that seem to be helping. One is this oil. I don't know how well it's going to show up on here. I had a little sample bottle of it that I had never used, and so then after I used the sample, I was like, oh, this stuff is amazing. So this is by L'Occitane. So, you know, they have stores and malls, and then also I actually got this from Sephora. Now, there are a lot of oils out there, but what's different about this is that this is a shower oil, and it actually foams up on your skin. So this is a cleansing oil. You actually bathe with this oil. And it really does make my skin feel really soft and smooth. I mean, I really like this a lot, which is why I ordered a giant, well, it's not giant, but I ordered a large size bottle of it from Sephora. Wonderful. So the other thing that I've been doing, because my skin is so dry, is that after I get out of the shower, while my skin is still wet, I have been putting oil on my skin and then just patting dry. Now, it's kind of unfair for me to show you this oil because you're not going to be able to buy it, but there are a lot of oils out there that you can buy that you can put on your skin after you get out of the shower. I'm currently using this oil because I purchased it when I was in Italy. It's a dermoprotective oil, so it's really lightly scented and it has a lot of different essential oils and stuff in it. And I actually purchased this maybe 2 years ago, and I just have never really used it. And now this is really coming in handy. So with the combination of using both of these oils on my skin, it's helping a lot. But in addition to that, because my skin is so dry that even after it soaks up this oil, I still have to put another cream on my skin. So I'm using the shower oil every single day. I use it to shower with. I use regular soap, you know, for my private areas and for under my arms. And then for the rest of my body, I use the shower oil. And then I only use this skin oil on days that I'm going to be either home all day or home for a little while to give it time to soak into my skin before I put on clothes. Now, my favorite cream that I'm currently using, so I mentioned in my last video that I think I probably have more than 20 different creams and lotions in my bathroom because of my dry skin. And so I'm always buying them. I don't wear perfume, so my thing is creams and lotions. So my favorite one currently in terms of moisturizing, I don't know how well this is going to show up, but I don't know if you've heard of this brand, Jose Moran. If you are a Sephora shopper like I am, you would have seen this brand. All of this person's products, I don't know if this is a male or female, probably male. All of this person's products have the argan oil in them. So they have a lot of different face washes and sunscreens, and just everything they have has this argan oil in it. So this cream is actually whipped argan oil. So it is a super, super, super moisturizing body butter. And then unlike some of the body butters that you know, the ones that are really, really thick and hard to apply, this one is thick, but it's easy to apply like lotion. And then it's very, now I'm creating a mess. It's very, very moisturizing. I love it. Now, for people who don't have dry skin, it's possible that it might be too oily for you because it is whipped oil. But if you have extremely dry skin, it's fantastic. Okay, so then the last thing that I want to talk about is, if you've watched me from the very beginning, I talked about my Pandora bracelet, and then I have not showed you anything that I have been doing with the Pandora bracelet since then. Well, that's because I haven't been doing anything with my Pandora bracelet since then. It's just been sitting in my jewelry box. But now I really want to start focusing on the weight that I'm losing. Celebrating each little milestone, because I haven't been doing that, and I want to get back to doing that because I want to really appreciate this journey that I'm going through and appreciate the hard work that it's actually taking me to get from one decade of weight loss to the other one. I want to make sure that I'm paying attention to that and I'm not just, watching it go by and, not acknowledging it. So, here is my Pandora bracelet. And so let me see, how much time am I up to? I'm going to pause this for 1 second. Okay. I just didn't want it to cut off on me. I'm not close to 15 minutes yet, but I can't upload more than 15 minutes, so I already just paused it and now I've restarted. So let me tell you the quick story about this Pandora bracelet. The last time that I lost a significant amount of weight, which was in 2012, when I went on the MetaFast diet, I lost about 80 pounds in a year. And during that time, my starting weight was like 278. And I got down to 193. Well, one of the things that I did, because I wanted to commemorate my weight loss and I wanted to have this daily reminder by having this beautiful piece of jewelry, a reminder of all the hard work that I had done. And I purchased a charm to celebrate and commemorate saying goodbye to all of these different decades of weight loss. So for example, when I got out of the 270s, I got a charm to celebrate saying goodbye to the 270s forever, and then goodbye to the 260s forever, and goodbye to the 250s forever, and so on. And then for milestones, I would buy a slightly more expensive charm to help celebrate those little milestones, okay? And I also made it a whole big deal, when I saw those numbers on the scale and I knew, okay, it's time for me to go to Pandora, I would actually dress up a little bit. I would make it a whole experience, and I would go to the Pandora store and I would spend a lot of time in there looking at all the charms, putting the charms on my bracelet so I could see how, one charm looked next to the other charm, because you don't want to just haphazardly buy charms and put them on there. Some charms don't look good next to them. And I still have such fond memories of how fun that was. And so I can't wait till I can get back to doing that. But for now, I still have a bunch of charms that I've already purchased. And so, for right now, I'm just going to go shopping in my own jewelry box to put the next charm on my bracelet. So, I wanted to show you what I have going now. So this first charm, the rose, is the charm that I started off with, because you can't just wear an empty bracelet. So this was just to commemorate the start of my journey, the rose. This clock is to say it's about time that I get this started. Man. So this clock was to say goodbye to the 280s, because this time when I started, my weight was in the 280s. And I am not going to see the 280s again. I better not. So this is saying goodbye forever to the 280s. An M, this is an M, not a W, for my name. Saying goodbye to the 270s. This is an airplane, because I know that at the weight of 260, I really won't have to worry about seatbelt extenders anymore. So the airplane was for saying goodbye to the 260s. I don't think this is probably coming through very clearly, but anyway. This heart is a special charm. It has red rhinestones, if you can't see that very clearly. This was to say goodbye to the 250s. And the 250s have always been a significant milestone to me, just because all the times that I've gained weight and lost weight and gained weight and lost weight, I rarely ever got below 250. Like, only maybe Now, I've been gaining and losing weight since I was 20 years old, and I'm 45. So 25 years. So when I say that I've gotten below 250 only like 4 times, that might sound like a lot, but in 20 years, that's not a lot. And considering that I was pretty much on a diet almost every single year for, what did I say? For 25 years. So probably 4 or 5 times did I ever get below 250. And I always knew that if I got below 250, I was really doing something that was working. And so that's why saying goodbye to the 250s is very significant to me. And then next is the camera, which is upside down. But that's just for all the selfies now that I'm taking because I'm saying goodbye to the 240s, and that is absolutely fantastic. So, I am going to start wearing my Pandora bracelet because I haven't been wearing it. And, coming to you guys and showing you my next charm and trying to really make sure that I commemorate each decade of weight loss. I also want to maybe take some time, and I haven't figured this out yet. I want to do something else, maybe some type of little ceremony or meditation or something for each decade of weight loss. And so I'm still working on that. I want to do something because now I'm 235, so I want to do something to commemorate saying goodbye to the 240s more than just this material thing. I want to do something that's going to help me mentally and spiritually. So I'm still working on that. I think I'm going to think about it this week. And then next week when I come back to you guys, I'm going to tell you what I figure out. So that's going to be it. I forgot to do Brit Brat's tag last Saturday. So I will be doing that this Saturday, I promise. And so I will see you guys Saturday. Bye.